left over from the weekend, including the Belmont Sprint. So they're ready to go now. 1,400 metres. No sign of the light. They're off and they're racing. BC went straight back to the tail of the field where Looks had actually got out first and had won the start from King of Keed and Six Shooter. So the favourite's going to press on and be outside of Looks at the end of a couple of hundred. Then came Amjad. She'll find a nice bit of cover in the early stages. A length and a half away then is Miss Wall Street. Gracias Dio pushing through on the rail. And the last pair settling down at the 1,000. Tony Spirit racing on the inside of BC. Looks takes them to the top of the course. And as they leave the back, going out by the 900. Looks held a lead of 3/4 on the short price favourite Six Shooter. Down on the inside, travelling keenly, King of Key just in front of Amjad. Back on the rails next, Gracias Dio from Miss Wall Street. Tony Spirit back second last on the inside of BC. No change at all to the order at the 600 metre mark, and Looks will lead the way to the turn by a length. Six Shooters running second, about to be popped the question by Parnham on the rails behind them. Then King of Keed on the outside. Amjad now being hustled along as the sprint goes right on now, and Six Shooter goes up, takes Looks at the 350. Six Shooter 3/4 Looks behind them. King of Key looking for a bit of room. Amjad is under heavy pressure, followed by Gracias Dio further back. Miss Wall Street. Six Shooters the leader. King of Key finding space. Amjad comes again. Six Shooters getting tied. King of Key and now Gracias Dio. Here's the finish coming up. They split it. Oh, it's tight. Six Shooter might have held on by a nose. Gracias Dio and a blanket of horses there, including King of Key to BC down the outside, charging home. Amjad Looks, and I didn't know where to look too over the final stages. They were queuing up. In behind them came Tony Spirit and Miss Wall Street, back last of all, but no more than about 2.5 lengths from the winner, which I think could be the favourite. It has. Number 1, Six Shooter. Brad Parnham has won by the tightest of margins. Over 10, Gracias Dio and 9, King of Keed. It's 1:10.9 with 11. Looks, after leading, holding fourth. 1:10.9.11, a big finish here in the Mason Cooper handicap. Six Shooter cruised to Looks, was able to dispense with it seemingly at the 200. But then immediately came under pressure from Brad Parnham. He had to get out the shillelagh and give it a reminder. And then all of a sudden, those horses that were off the bridle have picked up Amjad, Gracias Dio, King of Keed on the inside of them. But Six Shooter holds on and wins it by a very slender margin by shooting to win from Kai Perinya for Barry and Jan McCrosty, who have celebrated a double here this afternoon, having won with Monique a little earlier on. This gelding 3-year-old is trained by Michael Lane and posted its 4th win from 8 starts. Gee, it ran short, and those who took the skinny odds no doubt breathing a massive sigh of relief when the number went up here. A short half head the margin, beating 10, Gracias Dio by God Has Spoken, Jason Whiting, and third 9, King of Keed by Akeed Mafeed, Clint Johnston Porter for trainer Michael Grantham. What a busy finish it was. Looks Amjad flying a BC down the outside, was getting home over the top of all of them at its first run back, and a terrific pointer maybe to one to keep on following. So from that very tight go to race number 10, the Swan Draft Belmont Sprint, the Group 3 at 3:52. Western Empire coming out along with River Rubicon, Captain Chaos, another Chino. They're going to ride Mood Swings back off the speed from its wide gate here this afternoon. Vic Corvers on 13, Admiration Express there. Updating the riders board as well as we head into the Group 3 feature. In the meantime, Lockie's downstairs in the yard with Michael Lane, who no doubt would have been pretty happy to see the one Semaphore up there on the infield screen.
Exactly right, Darren. It was tight as they went to the line. We'll touch upon that with Laney first. Laney, did you think you had got the job done?
Yeah, well, he had his head down low. That's how he races. So I thought we just got there, which is great.
What did you make of the performance? Obviously ridden like the best horse in the race once again, and from there travelled really nicely.
Yeah, look, he's probably on the fresher side. Obviously, with the race getting caught off, like on Saturday, it was already 3 weeks between runs, and now it's getting close to a month between runs. So, what was his a month between runs actually? Sorry. So it was getting out a bit. He missed a bit of work after his last race because he put up with the foot abscess. So take that into account. than all the rest of it. He was pretty fresh out there, out the back there, and I was just sort of thinking, oh, I hope he's done enough. I thought leading the Saturday race, we had a nice gallop on the Bunbury grass down there and all the rest of it. So I thought he was pretty right, but the extra 5 days, we missed, well, not missed to work, but obviously with taking him home after the races and Sunday, then all the rest of it. So yeah, he probably started to get out a bit. So I think he's done a super job, 60 kilos. Yeah, couldn't be any more happy with him. He's a gutsy horse, and yeah, he's done a great job.
How's the boss lady done since that Northern Sprint?
Yeah, she's done terrific. She's very fresh too and well, so she's done excellent. I think she'll run a grand race.
Well done here. Good luck in the next.
Thanks very much, Lockie.
There's Michael Lane, and here's Brad Parnham catching up with Scotty once again.
Bradley Parnham joins us now. One more stride, he probably gets rolled there, Bradley.
Yeah, look, I was a bit worried there for a bit. He didn't, probably under the weight, didn't have that same kick he did last start. But he, to his credit, he grounded out well. The second horse started to join me at the 100 there, and I did think I was going to run second, but he stuck his neck out enough, and yeah, wouldn't have liked to have gone any further, but no, he did what he had to do. It was a good win.
Looks like he was nice and keen in the early and middle stages as well.
Yeah, he jumped pretty good today, and I thought I would get a bit of cover, but as it turned out, I ended up outside the leader and in a bit of fresh air. He probably raced a little bit keener. But yeah, look, I was still pretty confident, riding him confidently, and yeah, just thankfully he got the win.
Well done on the double.
Thank you.
And there's Brad Parnham combining with Michael Lane and 6 Shooter taking out the 9th here at Pinjarra Park.